is going on, y'all? James from Shoemaker Enterprises back here with another video. Welcome to part 4 of Road to Vegas. This one I'm going to be talking very briefly about the pattern for the TAT, which was announced over last weekend, I believe, as well as just a quick look at what I'm taking with me for the weekend. So first off, pattern for the TAT. This is off of memory. I'll have it linked in the description below. I might mess a few details up. 41 feet, 29 mils. About 20 of that oil is forward. 20 mils of that oil is forward, so about 2/3 forward oil. About a 2 or 2.5 to 1 ratio, and 10 to 10 is pretty much dead flat. So kind of breaking that down just a little bit and what all those numbers actually mean in terms of lane play. 41 feet, pretty medium length pattern, right around the same length as the two patterns that I'm expecting we'll see for the Open Championship, so there's no change there. And then also 29 mils. That is a pretty high amount of oil, but the Orleans, I also know, sees a lot of bowling traffic, so I'm expecting a decently high amount of surface wear, which means the track will be there'll be a fairly defined track area. When that happens, I usually end up playing right of that track area, so like right of second arrow or left of third arrow. So I'm expecting there to be a little bit of kind of a dead zone, no man's land type of spot in the middle of the lane. And this is kind of backed up because they had the TAT at the Orleans a couple years ago. Put out a pretty similar pattern. It was pretty much the exact same story. It was either you stand left and hook the entire lane, or you play right with urethane. And I'm going to be pretty well prepared for both of those options with the bag I'm taking out there. But it's just kind of no real surprises on any of that front so far. Other pattern details, ratio is about 2.5 to 1, so it's pretty tough, but not as flat as like the patterns they're using for the Open Championships. Again, pretty expected there. Just a little bit softer than what they've used in years past at the Open Championships, but in line with what they put out at the TAT. And the last thing is the fact that it is dead flat from 10 to 10, or dead flat in the middle of the lane, like left to right. What this means when you see that is you'll usually have to get the ball right of that flat area in order to have decent ball reaction. And if you don't get it right of the flat area before that starts getting blended out, then you're going to have a really bad time. So that all of that just kind of means that I'm expecting breakpoints to get forced right a little quicker than you would normally see on a 41-foot high volume pattern. But I think that'll also create a pretty nice trough. And the fact that the TAT is some squads are on fresh and some squads are on burn, I think it'll hold up pretty well and make it a very interesting challenge that is still going to be pretty hittable across the entire week. Or at least that's my expectation. So, there, now you can see my face again. Because I'm probably need to get a little more sun, but you know, details. Anyways, bag for the weekend, or bag for the week, I should say. It has changed yet again. I mentioned in my double singles breakdown video that I had drilled a Pro Motion and that was making the cut for my Vegas bag. Yeah, that didn't last very long. I drilled a Crux Prime on Tuesday this week. I'm recording this Thursday afternoon. I'm recording this the Thursday before I go out to Vegas. Drilled a Crux Prime on Tuesday because of the success I had been seeing with the Pro Motion. I was like, well, want to give the Crux Prime another try as well, because I felt like that might be another one I would like. I actually like the Prime even more than the Pro Motion. I think I have a wider range of use with it. So what I'm actually taking, and this is what, the 3rd or 4th different iteration I've had in 3 weeks, so yeah, oopsie there, is taking the Crux Prime instead of my Axiom. So the Crux Prime is going to be my like really smooth blendy rolly ball. And then the IQ Tour Nano Pearl is actually going back in where I was taking the Pro Motion previously. Considering I'm still kind of learning the usage ranges of spec, I'm a little hesitant to take 2 balls with the exact same cover for the Open Champ for this week, just because, at least with what I've seen so far, spec either looks great or it looks terrible, and I don't really want to take 2 balls that are that binary feeling to me. That feeling might change over the course of the week, but I didn't want to kind of commit that much. So the Nano Pearl is back in as my like really like smooth controlled ball for that I'm going to be using a lot for the team event this year. The Zen and the Synergy are staying in. I believe I showed both of those in the double singles video. Or no, I showed the Zen in the double singles video, and I showed the Synergy in the team video. So there's that. And then, of course, the BooYah is coming. A trusty urethane ball. Can't say I've been using it a lot, but I've been using it a lot on short patterns. So it's definitely making the trip for that. And that sounds really bright. Sorry about that. And then, of course, plastic is making the trip as well. So realistically, there's not a whole lot that I'm vulnerable to, even with that setup right there. Pretty much the only things I could see that I might need are something with a high road core, which I doubt happens. In which case, I'd probably drill and shine up a high road max with a more controlled layout. Or if I need something to really get down the lane, which I really don't see happening, then that's probably an original high road or a high road pearl. The other option is, if I need something with more cover than the Zen, more core than the Nano Pearl, but is also a little more responsive to friction than the Crux Prime. So I know that's kind of an odd way to phrase that window, but essentially like a Rubicon or a Phase 2 with a more responsive type layout on it. That's the only other thing I can really see that I might need out there, is that like big core stable cover type of ball that's not as overly stable as the Crux Prime, that'll have some more oomph, some more giddy up from further inside. So realistically, if I get out there and I feel like I need one of those, then I can drill that and I'm off to the races. If I don't, then you know, I'm good with what I got. So realistically, I think that's about as good of a chance as I can do to set myself up for success for taking 6 balls for 3 events in 3 different centers. So not much more I can do than that. This is probably going to be the end of my video content from here in North Carolina before I fly out to Vegas. Fly out on Monday. I've got to do a bunch of packing stuff this weekend, and I have Travel League playoffs on Sunday down in Clayton. So that should be a lot of fun, and then I fly out on Monday for Las Vegas, and then the content will probably pick up on Tuesday or Wednesday if I had to guess. So as always, let me know if you have any questions. Definitely looking forward to this week. The content I'll be able to bring y'all, and just the experiences I'll have, you know, doing a lot of bowling out in Vegas to get some really good bowlers. So it should be a great time. Looking forward to it. As always, let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, till next time, enjoy this on flares. Oops. And good luck and good bowling. Peace.